Australian missionary has been detained in North Korea after being questioned by authorities about his Christian writings. I'm Deborah Kahn. Joining me now is the wife of John Short, Karen Short, who joins us from Hong Kong. What was the purpose of his trip to North Korea?
To visit the country and see the people, because we know it's a difficult country, and we care. As missionaries, we go to the more difficult places to make a difference, because that is what we do, and that's what my husband has done for the past 50 years that he's lived in Hong Kong.
Okay, so is it fair to say, in fact, that he was entering North Korea to spread Christianity to the North Korean people?
Spread is not the word I would use, because it's a closed country. To see and be seen, and to see the people, see how life is there, was the purpose, and discreetly to make contact with people if the occasions arose. That's what his modus operandi would have been.
Okay, and what types of Christian literature was he carrying with him? We've heard reports that, in fact, some of it was translated into Korean. What exactly was it that he had with him when he was detained by authorities?
Well, he carried in a little gospel leaflet, which is entitled "Does It Matter What I Believe?" And it is in Korean language, and he had those with him. So possibly not terribly welcome in the country.
Okay, and on his previous visit to North Korea, had he distributed literature, Christian literature, like the pamphlets that he was carrying in the past? And did he have any confrontations with authorities on his past visit?
No confrontations with authorities. And he did carry literature on his last visit, but he had no problems with what he gave out and left in certain places, that it wouldn't give trouble to the people where he'd been.
Had you discussed, obviously this is North Korea, this is not a place where, or it is rather, a place that you can get into a lot of trouble with the types of literature your husband was carrying. Had you discussed with him the possibility that perhaps something could go wrong like this, and in fact detention was a possibility?
We're not ignorant of, and quite aware of what you've just stated, that it's not a free country. It is a closed country. But he cares. We care, and that's why he wanted to go in. We have many Korean friends, and so we really do care for those that are not perhaps so free in North Korea.
Okay, and what was the exact message he was trying to spread to the Korean people on this visit? I mean, you say he's carrying Christian literature, and you say that you care. So what was the message that he was trying to get through to the people?
Well, because of the way the country is, having a minder 24 hours a day, there's not really much freedom to do very much, but just simply your presence being there. It's not as though he could stand on a corner and preach the gospel. He's wise to that, but just to go into the country and to be there as a presence, as a Christian. And that was his object, not really to do more than that, I would say.
Was he, at the time, was he liaising with any Korean groups, either outside the country or inside the country, to help with his effort?
No, it was purely on his own volition that he went into the north, but we have Korean friends that are praying for him and knew that he was travelling in.
Okay, and, obviously at a time like this, it must be hard to not be able to speak to him. So I guess what I'm asking is do you have a message to your husband?
That we're praying for him, and that he is loved, and we miss his presence because he is a larger-than-life personality. And our ultimate prayer is that we'll see him returned home.
Okay, thanks very much. Karen Short, wife of detained Australian missionary John Short.